What's up, homies and hoes? Welcome to part 2. And I know I said I was gonna be doing the minigame and PvP worlds, which I am. But I just found this world, which is a survival world I made after the other main world, but I can't remember why I made it. But I made it and played on it regardless for a pretty good amount of time. So figured I'd run through this world real quick before we start getting into the minigame worlds. So right there, that's the house. That is my house, as you can see. So to the left here we've got the storage room, which again, just like the first world, the double chests converted to single chests in here. These were all double chests. And yeah, this is the storage room. I tried to do something different with the center here because it wasn't wide enough in here. So that's what I came up with. Not very good, but in here looks like not many diamonds, a few diamond tools and stuff that are enchanted. Here's just a sign that I found online that I wanted to duplicate, and I did. Over here's the kitchen. Again, you know, same kind of design. You definitely know I built it based off of the other worlds. Here's the tables though on this one. They're a little different. Upstairs, you can see it's a very open concept here because I didn't know what to do there. Anyway, but here's the library. Got the enchantment table in here. Balcony out here. Nice, goes around the place. Over on this side is my room. Here's the bed I went with. Here's like a closet, table, a large chair. Balcony out there. Balcony out here. And then up here there's a piano. Because, like, obviously I had all this room up here. Didn't know what to do with it. And I think I thought of putting a piano up here, so I found this design, which was really nice. And on this side I put a bunch of cake. And that was it, because that was about as far as my creativity could take me back then. So then back here, nice little back area. I'm guessing I only ever used roses and dandelions was because they were the only flower. Right here we got the stables. It's got the horses in it. Looks like I didn't name either of them. Back here is the farm. Pretty standard looking stuff for what I usually make. Over here is a house that a friend made when they joined briefly. Yeah, obviously they didn't play long. Over here is the barn. You know, you've seen one of my barns, you've seen them all pretty much. Pretty uneventful in there. Alright, so also this right here you know, it's a well from a village. But the reason this is here is because this is how the world spawned. It didn't spawn with a village, it just spawned the well for the village here. And I always thought that that was weird, so I just left this well here just as a reminder that it was the only part of the village that actually spawned. And we'll get back to it in a second, because it's more than meets the eye. Right here is another friend's house. Pretty nice. Basement looks like it could still use a little work. Then over here, we got the one and only Maverick's house. His storage room back here. And over here, also the one and only Sherpane's house. She seemed to have had a theme going of just joining the world like once and doing something on it briefly and then never joining again. Don't know why that was. Right there's the end, that cobblestone. So let's head back to the well. Alright, so back here at the well, like I said, it's more than meets the eye. Because every world back in this era had to have a secret. So, we got this. And just like every other world, this is it. I rarely ever worked on these secret areas. But I do remember bringing all of the valuable stuff down here, because that's what I was going to use to decorate and stuff down here. Alright, so back here at the back of the house, we're going to be continuing this way, because there's not much left to show. So, off in the distance that way, you can see there's a village. But over here, we've got this building, which I worked on and never finished. But it was coming along. It looked pretty nice, I think. Don't know even what I had planned for it, like what it was going to be, but it was nice. And then over here, the last thing, or actually, sorry, almost forgot. This. Can you guess whose this is? Because there's only two people I consistently play with. Yep, this is Jegs' treehouse. Since he only played, I think, once or twice with me on here, on this world. So he just built this little piece of shit up here in the tree. Real stylish on the outside. Alright, so we're over here now. I had made this bridge to get across the river there because I was using the horses to get around. So we got this little, you know, Aztec Mayan temple here. Goes up. And you got this pit of lava right there to sacrifice. You got the water going along sides. Probably, yeah, there's nothing up there. It's just open. One thing I do remember about this project is this right here. So, because I never used Silk Touch, back in this time, I just put dirt up here, and then I made a path essentially like to each layer for grass to start spreading to it. And as you can see, the grass never fully grew all the way around. This building was probably one of the last things I actually did on this world. I probably finished this and did like maybe a little bit more stuff like over there and over there. But that's about it. So now we can start moving on to the arena worlds. Alright, welcome to the arena world, the world that kicked all these other subsequent worlds off. So like I mentioned in the last part, when I was going through my survivor world, at the Twin Towers, how me, Jeg, and Maverick were all doing some like PvP stuff at the top of the towers, or me and Maverick killing ourselves at the top to see how far we could throw our items. Well, that spawned us to create this world where we made PvP arenas to fight in. So the first that day, or maybe the next day, when this world was created, all three of us went to our own little sections to create our own PvP arena. So my first arena was this right here. So you go into here, and you basically wait for, a countdown, and then after the countdown, then you run in. And in here, it was meant to be a like a mini Hunger Games arena. Around the place, you'll find chests with some random loot in there. And yeah, there's really, there wasn't really too much rhyme or reason to some of these places. This building, though, here does have significance. It's here for a reason, because this might be the oldest build that I have, like, as a record, because this was a build that I used a few times before Minecraft came out on PS3. So this is probably the oldest original design for a house that I have. The inside was different, but it's this house. I think the windows were a little different as well. Wait, how big is this? Okay, it's a little smaller than my original idea, or my original house, but it's essentially this house. Yeah, right here we got a car. It's also got a chest in it. This building over here is like a little library. Then this right here is a tower, because back in these days I loved adding towers. So you got a chest there, and then there's just nothing up here. And then there's a couple other hidden treasures around the place, like this one right here. And I believe, yep, there's also one right here. And there's a few others in here, but this was my first arena that I made. So Maverick, his first arena that he made was this one. And again, it's a PvP arena. You go up to the top, you wait for a countdown, and then you go in. and then you fight. And as you can see, his is a lot more lethal and dangerous, and more often than not, the matches that took place in here ended in someone just falling in one of the holes, not even due to another player. But there's a chest in there. I'm pretty sure there's a hidden chest in here. Well, I mean, if I could see in here, it'd be a little easier, but trust me, I know there's a hidden chest in this lava somewhere that's got like really good armor and probably a good sword and stuff too. But you know, there's a couple other treasures around here that are difficult to get to. Originally, he had a staircase going up to the top, and like the way you started this was each person just started at the bottom of the stairs, and then when the counter ended, you would just run up the stairs and then go in. And then he added this, which, you know, you get a base set of armor and stuff at the beginning, and then he changed it to this, where you have to waste so much time going up and down, like doing this to get to the top, and you know, just to make it more annoying to do. And then Jegs' first arena was this one. And in here you've got like a set of armor, set of, you know, some food and some ender pearls. This one's got potions in it. And this one's got some, you know, a sword and a bow. And this is the inside of the arena. So oddly enough, even though out here is like a spectator's place, so if you weren't participating, you could still watch what was going on from here. So even though his Jegs might look the worst, his was actually probably the most fun to play and interesting to watch, because of the stuff that he gave. Like ender pearls came into play a lot during this. Like somebody would like get really low and then they'd throw an ender pearl to the other side and then they just barely live eating the golden apple. It was actually really fun to watch people PvP in here, and it was fun to play PvP in here. And so this was his first one. So then the second PvP that got done, I believe, was this one by me. And it's a really long parkour course. So it's not PvP, but it's just a versus map essentially. So you go in here, and then that's the starting room. Pretty sure you don't get anything. Well, we can see. Oh, okay, you get, that's right, you get a bow and some fire resistance potions to cross the lava in here. So on the outside, you've got this, which just opens both the doors simultaneously so that there doesn't have to be a countdown. I mean, there's still a countdown, but I can open both of them at the same time. Nobody can cheat. So this was just a really long and difficult parkour course that I purposely made really annoying. And as you can see, I left a gap here so that you could shoot the your opponent. And yeah, I added some tough jumps in here, added some stuff like this, you know, added the bed so that you could set your spawn. So stage 2 is ladder parkour, which is almost, well, not almost, every time like this map was, or you know, this versus arena was played, it always ended in this room because nobody could get through the ladder parkour. So I think they would always like fail this jump right here that I'm doing. Yeah, I can't do it right now. Not used to controller anymore. And once you got up here, you drop down, and then it's not even parkour anymore. It's just a really slow walk on soul sand, but it's actually not even slow if you know to do the like constant jumping. You know, you move faster in here. You guys know. So right here, have fun, smiley face, because I mean, just look at this. Like, what the fuck even is this? You get a spawn point, and oh yeah, that's right. Around the map, I put some chests with diamonds in it. So even if you took longer on the parkour, if you got more diamonds, then you would win. So yeah, it starts off going up here. Now you go across. Oh, I wasn't even looking the right way, but you know, you go across here, here, there. You know, I'll just do a quick fly through of the path. Every now and then I give you a checkpoint sort of system. So right there I add stairs so you can get back up to this. And then from here, you jump up to here, and there, you know, all the way through here. Then at, you keep going up, then this point is a water oh, I see. It used to be a water elevator that would come out and bring you up, but yeah, I changed it so that you don't have to keep going through the water. You just go up ladders. Yep, at a certain point right here, you could choose to either go that way and go for bonus diamonds, which were up here, 10, or you could just keep going through and then finish it. And then this was just a middle finger section where it's you know, almost there. Time it, because this is like the slowest you can go possible that I could make it at the time. At least there's soul sand here that's on top of like some ice or something. Yep. Which makes it even slower. Then you have cobwebs and water pushing against you. And I made this really long too. So I think somebody did actually sit through this just holding forward while they were on their phone or whatever, just to see like how long it would take them. And it took around like 25 minutes or something to get through this. And then you get to the end and, you know, you see who has the most diamonds. There was never a match that took place in here that actually ended. Because once it got to the ladder section, we would always have to teleport people past the ladder section to keep going. And then once they made it to this section that just got all this shit in the room, we would have to teleport them past that to the end here. There was once where me and Maverick raced in this because me and him were both really good at parkour. And honestly, I don't remember who won. It was probably Maverick. I think he probably won by like a few minutes maybe. So because I was making this parkour and I was making sure that it was like really shitty to play, Maverick was like, oh yeah, you're gonna make something that's really shitty? I'm gonna make something that's really shitty. So he made this. And again, standard entrance at this point, little room. You got your little starter gear. Again, all these single chests that you're seeing right next to each other were double chests. So in here, it's just a really big arena that has 4 sections in it. So this section over here I'll start with is a maze on soul sand in the dark. And in here there's like 1, maybe 2 chests that actually have like something usable in it. Let's see what this says. Do you have that thing? If you do, place it right there. Did it? Now flip it twice and find the chest. I'm not going to do that. Don't remember what it was, don't care enough. So here you'll see there's just a bunch of chests. Well, you can bet that maybe one of these chests that are all around this place actually has something in it. Inside of here, again, maybe like 1 chest in here actually might have something in it. And he's put these chests way up here, just barely in reach. I mean, I have extended reach in creative, but you know. So then in this section is the chest section. Literally like hundreds of chests over here. There's, I think, 2 things that are actually in this area. I know one of them is like high up in like this back section. This section is no different from the last. Got a couple of mob heads that have, you know, a bunch of chests in them. Probably only one of them actually has something in it. Up here there's jungle trees. There's probably a chest up here too that's got something in it. But his goal for this place was just to make it really shitty for the player. I think about the only thing that I knew for sure the location of is just that these chests in the middle had some potions in them. Usually matches on here devolved into somebody goes for, you know, the person on this side either goes for the chest section or that section, and the person on this side either goes for that section or that section, and then it just lasts until someone gives up and just goes looking for the other person, because rarely did anyone ever actually find something in one of these chests. Out here it's just a trapped villager. We used to have a bigger trap that was piston powered, but we got rid of it. There actually used to be torches and jack-o'-lanterns covering the ground out here where all this grass is. There was just a bunch of torches and jack-o'-lanterns to spawn-proof this place. But because this was on the PS3, it lagged bad after a while. Like, it got to a point where, like, after we had put too many of these buildings in, me and Maverick had to go back through and just remove all the torches and jack-o'-lanterns that we had put in just to try to make the world less laggy, and it worked. And that was something that I didn't mention on the survival world on the last video, the big city one, is that world on PS3 got to a point where it was really laggy, where if you were actually in the city section of that, the mics were so bad you could barely understand each other. Alright, so the next arena, kind of realizing now that Jeg didn't make many arenas. He made this arena, which was never actually used because he never like made it usable. I'm still not even really sure what his idea for this was, other than it was like a naval battle, but he never fully developed the idea, as you can see. looks, I mean, it looks like it had potential and everything. Yeah, there's you know, fireballs in there that you can shoot. I can't remember what the next arena was, but I'm gonna save that one for last because it's the most interesting. But we'll go with the amazing arena, which is Mavericks. Just show you this. So this is another versus arena slash PvP arena. So you get boots, a set of armor, some basic fighting equipment, and you step in here and it's just a maze. A glass maze. He asked me when he started this, he's like, what's the most difficult way to like make a maze in Minecraft? And I think we brainstormed a bit and came up with glass as being like the hardest thing to navigate because it's so confusing since you can see through it and stuff. And so you can also see, you know, where somebody else is on the other side. And he also made it pitch black in here just to make it more annoying. And even when you get to the end over there, which I'm not gonna do legitimately, well shit, I just broke that and it's not actually there. Well, anyway, underneath there's an even there's another maze to this, but it's way easier. It's not as maze-like. You could just walk forward and just going to the openings and make it to the end. And then, when you actually do make it to the end of this maze, as you can see it's quite long, you get up here to this section, and you come up right here from underneath, and then you go in here, and whoever's the first to make it like through the maze gets first dibs on all of the loot in here. So you know, there's some good loot. This one up there is really good because you have to do parkour to get to it. I don't even remember what the parkour is. I think it's just going up these ladders, probably. I think it was so difficult because this jump around here was really tough. And yeah, again, it's just 4 sections, each themed. They've got a lot of loot in them, except this time it's, you know, it's not so hidden. There is, however, a secret, so you'll notice the path right there is all closed. But in this place, as always, because like I said, me and Maverick were all about secrets, there is a lever back there that's tough to hit because I don't have the reticle on. Over here is a special chest where me and Maverick filled it with just random references to a lot of things. I'll try to go through them. Well, at least the ones that I know of. We got my armor set. And my sword. Whoops, didn't mean to exit. Got the bow. Io, the tall one. Oh yeah, I can milk these. You can't milk those. You know, insert whatever. And then, yeah, then you got the torch. That thing no one uses, yeah. Ironically, in the newest world that I've made, we actually used these, and they were really useful. The cake, it's a lie. Wheat that never became bread. I don't even... Oh. I can take a guess as to what that is. And what that is. I've been drinking... Oh yeah, that's right. So I think this, like these four on this side were like my references, and then these four on this side were Maverick's references for both of these. Yeah, eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Waluigi, Wario, Luigi, Mario. Spidey was here. Ghost Rider tried to join. The Swedish left their spade. Demo Man. Koosh. Hookah. Pot. Was Ruby Malone. Yo Gabba Gabba. We ran out of room. Coal, it really matters. Bamboo sticks. I mean, bamboo didn't even exist back then, so this was bamboo. Pet Anzod and Anzod's head, because originally I used a zombie skin on the PS3 world for a while. And yeah, I'll just kind of go through these others. Part of the Jegs cell. Yep, so we've... Yeah, so a lot of times when me and Maverick make stuff together, we'll do chests like that, which I'll point out when we get to them. The next area can be this, the Spleef arena. I just found this design online and just thought it would make for a good Spleef arena. So down here you got the lava, you got the snow, and then each side has a diamond chest plate, a shovel, and then a bow. And then you know how Spleef works. You go at it. Over here, another one of my arenas. You can see I wrote arena in the wall. And then you've got an Easter egg right here. You have discovered an Easter egg. So this one took a while to make, as I'm sure you can tell. Quite large. But that's the inside of the arena. This whole area up here is a spectators area. So this one I made it as a 2 versus 2 arena. So each team enters from a side. So let's say we go in this side. You go up. One person gets stuff from this chest. The other person gets stuff from this chest. And then the two teams run in after the countdown and fight it out. This one played pretty well, though not too many battles were played in here. There is something else to note about this place, though, that we didn't realize until looking at it from the top. So, well, it's not nighttime, but I'll come look at it when it's nighttime again. But I unintentionally made X up here. It's like the shadow that will be shown here will be in the shape of an X. Alright, so the next one I made, or at least the next one on the list, is this one, which was a paintball arena. Again, a 2v2, or it could have been a 1v1 arena. So you get your bow and arrow, and then you come in here, and the only rule was that you couldn't cross this middle line. And you either won by getting 3 hits in on the other person and then they'd be out, or you just killed the other person. And this one was pretty fun as well. I thought of the idea because of the Black Ops 2 map that had a paintball arena in it. Can't remember the name now, but that was my inspiration for making this one. Right here we've got a Hunger Games arena, and pretty standard, no starting items for this one though. And you run up here, and then you got four options. There's this desert area, there's the lava area, there's the snow area, and the forest area. So up here, you know, you got some items everywhere. We'll look at the desert. There's a parkour section in here because there's always parkour sections back in these days. So you got that over here in the wooded area. Not too much, I believe. And well, I won't go through them all. Yep, there's this place, the frozen area. You got the igloo, which is pretty nice actually. And then you've got the lava area, which is also pretty nice. The nether area. And originally I had Maverick help me construct, like try to put a dome on top of this, and we completed it. So this whole thing was covered in glass, but then we just found it too annoying to have the glass there, and the glass didn't even need to be there, you know, past a certain point like this. So some other day we came in and completely removed all the glass. I think we are now, oh no, there is one more. Oh, I just realized that it's permanently daytime also, so you can't even see the X. I'm not sure what that random block is way up there, but I'm not gonna go check. Just leave it a mystery forever. Up here is where I was going to put another arena, but we stopped playing on this world because it just got too laggy anyway. So I never finished this area, but it was quite ambitious, as you can see. Very large. I'll step down onto it for scale. Yeah, it was a little big, considering never, you know, there weren't many people that ever played on these. At most, I think we had like 6 people on at a time. So this final arena was one constructed in joint with Jeg by me, and it was to be a pretty typical Hunger Games style arena where you got the cornucopia here, but each person was to start on top of one of these, and then you jump down, and you can either go for one of the chests or not go for one of the chests and go for, you know, one of the various buildings. So as you can see here, we got the little bakery in here, iron golems back there. Over here is the bar, Joe's bar. Drinks out, food out. Then you got the church. Then next to the church you got the graveyard with, again, more references. Oh, this is a reference to mine and Jegs meeting. Matt Pizza, also another inside joke. Ruby Malone, Jack Estacado, both video game characters. Pantry, another reference to, well, reference to me. And then some real people names. And then this back section has some stuff that Jeg put in here, like some names of people he knew. And except for this one, I put this one in here. Yep, and then you got the chest in here with my head again. Over here we move into the residential district. I don't remember who made this house though, because I remember asking for like a few people to make houses in here just so that there's some different designs. I made this one, I believe. I don't know, I'm not convinced that I made this one, but maybe I did. This one I definitely didn't make, but I don't know who did. Pretty basic. I feel like I've said that a lot. This here, so this is actually what my oldest house design is. So this is actually pretty much an exact replica of what like my oldest house design was, minus the like enchantment table right there. But this is how I had the chest laid out, this is how I had the bed, this is how the windows were, how the lighting was. This is pretty much exactly the design of my oldest house that I have recorded. Well, that I have on record, not recorded. I mean, it's recorded now. This right here is another house. Again, I didn't make it. This house right here, I did make, and it was a pain, because I think I got this design online where it was basically just like an image from like here or something probably. And I had to figure out the whole issue of everything else around it. Well, it was probably like a picture from here or something. Yeah, and I had to figure out how the rest of the house looked around and inside. So this is what it ended up looking like, which is honestly pretty good. Let's check the upstairs. Not bad. Balcony, pretty good. Over here we got another house, which I don't know if I made, but considering the TV is like that, I probably made it. This looks like me. Right here is another house I didn't make. I feel like Maverick probably made this house. And then right here, we've got illegal drugs, which I'm sure Jeg made. Inventory in the stoof. And then the secret stash. Then here, again, you know, towers, me and towers. So this is a clock tower though this time, and the inside is what other than parkour, of course. And even after you finish the parkour, over here, there's a minecart that's constantly moving, making it difficult to like open for a long period of time. And as you can see, it's got a stick in it. That's probably got like all the enchantments. Then over here, I guess I'll get to that in a second, but this is Le Kumquat, which is a restaurant. Quite nice restaurant. Got your outdoor seating there. This is the phone sex hotline center. Because me and Jake couldn't... I think we had made this building and then we didn't know what even it was supposed to be. And then it just became a joke that... I don't know if that's purposely misspelled or not. Gentlemiss? Maybe we just never noticed. Yeah, it just became a joke that because we didn't know what this was, we just joked that it was a phone sex hotline center. So we just kind of worked off that. We had we put all the cubicles in here where you know, all the phone sex gets done. And then the next floor, we've got the cafeteria for the employees to eat at. And then the fourth floor is a storage room. And then the roof, which you can't access from inside, has a helipad, because again you have to do parkour. Why would a phone sex hotline center have a helipad on the top? I don't know. Over here we've got the Lumpy Hotel. Quite fancy. We've got the first floor. Nice room here. 101. Some animals are spawning in here. Over here, 103. And 104. Wow, there's a lot of snow in here. I don't remember this. Okay, then the second floor, well, I was gonna say they might just be repeats of the floor below, but it looks like they're not. So I guess now I'm gonna have to see if they're all different. Yep, that looks different. Well, yep, that's definitely different. How many floors did this place did I make? 3 floors? Oh, okay. We got the roof. And out here, we just, rest of it's just all forest. And as always, this place had a secret, I'm pretty sure. I know there's like 4 really good pieces of iron. You got the stick of jet, or not pieces of iron, pieces of diamond armor. Yeah, you got the river running through here. I know there's a secret in the river. Oh, you can see it right there. Yep, and well, here's the outside gazebo. And that's it for this arena PvP world. Alright, moving along into the next world. This is another arena world. So the previous world I named Arena World, and then this world I named Arena World V2 because it was the second world that we created for it. And this one had much better diversity. You know, we'd already experimented and stuff on the previous one, so this one wasn't in super flat, and I feel like the builds are better on here. So starting off, we've got Jegs, which is a headhunter, Michael Myers game mode type of arena. So there will be one person who's Michael Myers. So you'll see right here, you know, you got the Michael sword and the Wither skeleton head, and they'll put that on, and then everyone else not like that isn't the killer comes in here and hides, and it's really just a matter of hiding long enough. So Michael Myers has 5 minutes to find everyone and kill them. So this right here is kind of this is supposed to be like this, but the cactuses grew up, so it's not like that. But yeah, Jeg decided to make a prison. So we've got, you know, a bunch of cells and stuff in here. Nothing really interesting in there. We got the cafeteria. Over here we got more cells. We got Jake from State Farm right there. Oh yeah, we've got roof access right here. And yep, he kind of made it annoying over there so that the hunter would have to go over there to check. So then in here we got the showers. Gotta make sure you don't drop the soap in here. Oh, well there's supposed to be a picture right here, but I guess it got knocked off. And here's the boss room. Well, you know, like the boss's room. Then in here you've got the downstairs. So this is supposed to be like a elevator right here, but it's supposed to be like a not functional elevator. So you gotta manually go down, and then you're like in this area. It's very creepy. You got the electric chair here. You've got this winding path that leads up to here, and then just ends up here where it's supposed to be like a sewer system. Yeah, and then that's Jegs arena. Over here we've got this wasn't Maverick's. I believe this was one of Maverick's friends that made this huge place, but he never actually like made it into a functional arena. Like, I mean, you could give somebody weapons and stuff to like fight up there or something, but like there's nothing functional about this place. I kind of like it for how bizarre it is. It's just very odd looking. Yeah, nothing really makes sense. Yeah, that's his. So going over to my arena, I guess. Wow, I'm gonna have to blur this map. I didn't mean for it to look like this. I'm sorry about that. I honestly did not notice until just now. But this is my arena for this world. And I wanted it to be Japanese themed. So I made it Japanese themed. I made a hide and seek map. So up here is where you would start, so I made it so that it could be either hide and seek or Michael Myers. So you'd have the runners get a back off stick and a runner's sword, so whoever was the last alive could fight Michael Myers. Then Michael Myers can choose their mask. And then if it was just hide and seek, you know, you got the hiders where they can get a map and a stick, and then the seeker gets the sword and boots. So it's basically like, you know, people hiding have like 60 seconds to hide. People seeking have, I think, I gave like 10 minutes or something, since it's a larger map. And there's a lot more places to hide, like there's secret places to hide, such as over here, there's a place to hide. There's also another place to hide that I don't know if you can actually access it without breaking a block. Because it should be like right around here. Oh, maybe this is it? No. Or maybe that one is it. But yeah, I put some like secret places there. This I found online as I did all of these buildings. And yep, that's what the inside looks like. Over here is supposed to be like a shrine, temple. You go back here, got the shrine here, got the water flowing. There's not really much up here other than there's some hiding places behind this that I don't know, I guess I can't get into. Maybe they're behind this. Yep, there it is. And there it is. Alright, so then over here is the dojo. Ninja training dojo. So we've got like a target there, we've got a block of ice there for I don't know what reason. We've got some parkour training here. Very tough stuff. We've got some training dummies. Just real quick, where does this lead? That's what I thought. We'll get to that. Then you've got the library for studying. And then you've got the living quarters. And then you've just got nothing. And then if you keep going past that nothing, you get to more nothing. And that's all that. Over here we've got a windmill. Nothing too interesting in here, other than it's got a place to go around. This is a bridge that I saw online that I really liked. Thought it fit the style. And then here's this place. I didn't know what to make it into after having done all that, so I made it into a hotel. And there's nothing underneath the stairs, so I didn't go under there. You got room 1 here. Obviously there's places to hide behind these paintings in here. Like that. Then going further up. Second floor. Looks like I didn't add paintings behind there. Maybe there's still a spot. Yep. And then the third floor. Well, the fourth floor up. Got this room, which has a little bit of parkour right there. You can use to get up here. That'll take you behind this painting. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and break that for quicker access. So you can see right there, water flows out right there. Got this section under here with hanging lanterns, and might have noticed some oddities around the map. Maybe you didn't, but this map is the. I guess I should have started with the map I'm going to do next, but this map has an Easter egg on it. So, Call of Duty zombies had Easter eggs, and I was really into them at the time. Maverick was into them, Jeg was into them. So me and Maverick always would make these Call of Duty style Easter eggs for maps. I don't know why I said always. I mean, we did it for like 2 maps, I think. This one and the one in the next world. So the way these start, well, at least this one starts, is you come here and you see this. You see a sign that says it's an Easter egg, and then you have X, Y, and Z coordinates, but out of order. So you have to decide what order those are actually supposed to be in. I'm not going to go through the whole Easter egg process. it takes you all around the map where, you know, you go to those coordinates, and then like you saw over here, you know, it says where to put the lever. It's because you get a lever at one point. Back over here, there's a lever that's just out of reach. You know, you wouldn't notice it. You'd have to, you know to come right here to look for it. There's a section where you get a bow and you have to shoot at this button right here, and when you actually land the shot, these will turn on, and then you'll basically have 5 minutes before the arrow despawns to figure out what that actually opened. And you know, it leads you all over the map like that, kind of like the Call of Duty Easter eggs do. And all that is to lead you into here, where you get the classic congratulations, and you get our little secret room. You got Anzod's chest, Maverick's chest. Yep, yeah. Yeah, got some stuff in here with some references, as always. Yep. Again, a reference to the Call of Duty Easter eggs. Well, the Johnny Cash song in the zombie map. Wow, it's weird how it chooses to bleep some stuff, but not other stuff. There didn't used to be a filter like that, so. And then here's Maverick's chest. Quickly go through it, as I was not exactly in on all of his secrets and references, but I do know what some of these are. Check the other chest. Got water. Oh, I get it. Water does. Again, another reference that, not exactly an inside joke, but you'd have to be in on the inside joke to get the reference. Yeah. Arrow. I hate these new stairs. I don't even remember what they did with the new stairs. Like, I don't know why that's in here. I don't remember what they changed. Yes, XXX underscore Billy underscore XXX. Some good references in here. Some good memes. Good jokes. Good times. So, even though I said I was going to try to make this quick, I just kind of forgot that these worlds were so large. I'm going to skip one map that I started but didn't complete. That's off in the jungle. It was going to be a PvE arena of like you versus mobs. Never got it to work anyway, so not really much to see other than the structure, which isn't that interesting. This right here is another one of Jegs' creations. So you get one person stays up here and gets a bow and arrow and fires at the people running over here, and then the person that isn't up there firing down, everyone else gets a sword and some boots to navigate this obstacle course while the person up there is shooting at you. And the goal is to survive all the way to the end, and you want to try to get up here and kill this person, and that was the goal. It was actually pretty fun. It was another one of the maps that we played the most. Sometimes You know, Jeg, he doesn't go for style over here, but his were definitely some of the funnest to play. Over here, we've got another one of Maverick's arenas. I'm not exactly sure which way this kanji is supposed to be, so not exactly familiar with kanji, so just kind of move it a few different ways in case someone wants to decipher that, because I never deciphered it. He never told me what it actually meant. But this is a map where you go in. It's a 4v, or well, that's not 4v, it's just, you know, 4 people versus each other. And then down here, it's, you know, basically like Hunger Games style. You gotta find the loot in here to use. And yeah, as you can see, these 2 people over here absolutely get screwed in choosing where they start, because they just fall right off the spider and lose out on that loot. But there's some, as you can see, there's some chests going around the place with some loot in them. There's some stuff, you know, on here. There's probably some stuff behind the paintings. Yep. And it was just a good old time. It was, we played it a few times. It was pretty good. Okay, then we'll go on to what I believe to be the last. I gotta figure out where the hell I even need to go. I believe over here this is the last arena on this map by yours truly. This was going to be a very long obstacle course, so it's going to be a versus map again. Wow, there's a lot of signs. So as you can see, I put a bunch of signs down where I put what I wanted. Like, there's some ideas in here of stuff that I wanted to put in. The numbers represent which room it was going to be, or like what section of it was going to be this. This place never got finished, but we did actually use it a few times despite it not being finished. So let's take a quick little look at it. First off, we've got the maze, which I made pretty simple, especially for the fact that the glowstone on the ground helps distinguish, you know, the path that you need to take. It's not as confusing. In here, go nuts. Throw this in the right hopper, so you have to throw. You basically just go in here and just start chunking charcoal and hoping that it goes into the right hopper that will activate the door to progress. Then we've got this, flip the lever. Again, it's like it's a maze, but it's a door maze. Then after you go through that, you're at this lava section. So the idea here is that you have to destroy this tree and then get the planks and then build your way across. Then over here we've got cactus navigation, so it's not like a maze, it's just annoying. You have to, you know, carefully make your way through that. Then we've got the trivia room. Oh, nope, we don't. We've got the fishing room. So you have to catch a fish, and then you throw it there, and then that'll open the door. Alright, level 7 is booby traps. So we've got just a huge line of tripwire hooks with dispensers that are about to shoot just arrows and splash potions of harming, slowness. Thought there was some fireballs in here as well, but I guess not. Right in here we've got puzzle solving. So, how many signs have there been up to now? Obviously no one would have been counting the signs, but you know, including these two. I think the correct answer, I would say the correct answer is 24. Yep, I still remember. All the others, just so you see, they just lead you into lava. So you jump in, and then it's just lava. So you jump in the right one, and it would basically be like that. You fall down, and then just barely survive. Alright, so you get this. A rooster lays an egg at the very top of a slanted roof. Which side is the egg going to roll off of? You got the closest side, the right side, the left side, and neither. Probably the closest side makes the most sense, but it's not. Right side, left side, neither? I don't know, maybe, probably not neither. Oh, it is neither. Alright, a monkey, a squirrel, and a bird are racing to the top of a coconut tree. Who will get the banana first? Pretty sure the answer is none because it wasn't even about the coconut. Alright, and then we got level 9, underwater navigation. So I strategically put it so that there was like a couple pockets of air every now and then. So you could just barely catch your breath, and then you'd be going, then you'd see this, and you get your breath back, you move a little more, get your breath back, and you get to this point, and then you can get your breath back from there, all the way up till you get here, and that's the end of that. Then we got ice jumping. So you gotta keep momentum on this one. So you gotta do it like that, and then, well, you know, you get across. Then, whoops, didn't mean to destroy that. Then we've got boating. So you get a boat, and then you ride the boat throughout this whole section. All the way up to here. Then it's wool burning. So I just give you a flint and steel, and you just have to wait for the wool to burn. So at first it's only, you know, it's that little, then it gets bigger, then it gets bigger and thicker by 1, and only, you know, part of it has the opening. Then again it gets bigger and thicker, but it's in a different spot, and then it's even thicker, and then it's even thicker, and then there's even more, and it just keeps going until you finally get to the end, and then I just didn't finish it. And that was where that ended. So, you know, it's kind of like a variety type of race, obstacle course. See who could get to the end. Tried to make it, you know, a little interesting. And that's about it for this map, as far as I remember. Don't believe there is anything else other than, like I said, the unfinished PvE mob arena, but I won't even bother showing that. So we can get right into the next map. This map wasn't even originally going to be anything that me and my friends would use. So I found this schematic, or this blueprint online for a house, and I had it like on my computer or iPad or whatever for a while, and I finally decided that I just wanted to make a world and see what, like, build the schematic and see what it actually looked like, because I never found any pictures of what it looked like or anything, so I just wanted to make it. So I did make it, and I ended up making it a minigame world. So I made it a Michael Myers slash hide and seek map. So right here is the spectator's chest. You know, it's just invisibility potions. You know, classic stuff. Got the Michael Myers stuff. Oh, I guess this wasn't ever a hide and seek map. It was Michael Myers or The Hunted. Either way, it worked similar. The Hunted worked as in it started off the same as Michael Myers, but anybody that died became a regular hunter and would help the first hunter find the others. So they'd get a skull to wear and an axe to use. And then this is all that the survivors got. So yeah, down here is the timer, the 40-second timer that it has right there. So the way that it would work is you would flip this switch, and then you would flip it off. And then that basically just sends a pulse that takes 40 seconds. This door would also start closed, so the switch would really start in the other direction, and then you'd flip it for like a second and then turn it back on. So this would be happening in reverse, but same process. Anyway, it just gives you know, a visual timer for how much longer you have. So let's take a look at this place. So right here we've got the foyer. Obviously the picture doesn't show any furniture, it just shows walls and stuff. And I didn't know what to put in this front room, so I just put waterfalls. And you know, right here you've got places to hide if you so choose, though that is not a very good place to hide. We'll start with this left side. You've got this little side room. Over here you got the library, at least how I interpreted. Right here we've got the bathroom. Here we've got the whatever room. And oh yeah, that's it. You've also got this hiding spot, which is mirrored on this side. This side, a little more interesting. You've got the dining room. You've got the kitchen. You have got the I didn't realize that there were two separate doors right there. I mean, I'm sure I realized it, but I didn't remember it being like that. Right here you've got a storage room. In here you've got a living room. Downstairs I will save for later. Up here, as it is mirrored, you've got this walkway. You've got the nice balcony looking inside. Over here we've got a workroom. You've got the upstairs library. You've got a small bedroom. Another small bedroom. And I do remember, I think there was once where I was hiding in here, and I was just hiding up here on top of this because I knew that if somebody were to just be like quickly checking, they wouldn't Like, they would just do a quick check like this. Oh, well, not like that. But, like, just do, like, a quick check like that. Like, yeah, is anyone in here? No, no one's in there. And they wouldn't really look up that way. It worked. So then on this side, we've got another small bedroom. And another small bedroom. And then a room. I think that was like Anzod's room. I don't know. Got the bathroom. You've, did that go anywhere? Huh, it should have. It should have gone somewhere. Missed opportunity, really. You've got the bench press again. Another closet. Another painting, obviously with a hidden room back here. Yep. That is it for this room. Don't think there's anything back there. Nope. Alright, and then you've got the basements, which I saved the best for last. As you can see, very ominous. This is kind of what I envisioned. So all the other secret rooms that I showed you that were never finished. This is kind of what I imagined the secret room, you know, would end up looking like. So you've got the, you know, expensive floor tile. You got a waterfall here. And on that side, you've got lava flowing down. You've got this nice room in here. And then this used to be a trap. So it used to be that you'd step on... Oh, well, we still made it a trap. Okay, I see we fixed it. Well, it trapped me. Still works, I guess. Originally what it was is you used to not be able to move past soul sand. So if you were to step on that soul sand block, you wouldn't be able to move either direction. You would be stuck there. Like, I don't know why. So that's why it says like do not open, it corrupts. Then you would like walk in here and then you'd just get stuck and then you'd be like, well, shit. Yeah, and so where the soul sand is where you would have gotten stuck, and then this piston system wasn't here before. We had to add that in, I guess, to actually make it so you got stuck. But in here, not all is as it seems, as it never is, because we've got this. It's an Easter egg. A fall opposite left. And I do kind of remember this Easter egg's pathway. So I'll kind of walk it through. And still continue to give a tour of the rest of the stuff. So a fall, or what is it? A fall opposite left. So what that meant is a fall, a waterfall, opposite of left. So the right waterfall. So you would go into the right waterfall and you'd be like, oh, coordinates. Okay. So you've got A, B, and C, which are again coordinates for you know, for a place, except that it used to be that maps gave coordinates. Like, maps used to have the coordinates on them, and we had gave everyone a map. It looks pretty nice on this map, but now you can't even see the coordinates on the map. Actually, I think you can. I think it's an option, right? Alright, well, I'm done looking for the coordinates. I don't know where they are. It used to just be on the map. So you'd get, and everyone starts with a map or whatever. So you'd get that, and then you'd have to find whatever coordinates those are, which I think led you, I don't remember since I don't have the coordinates, but I think they led you to this, us all downfall. And behind here, in like the very corner pixel of the lava, there's a lever you can flip. So us all downfall is a reference to, oh man, it's a reference to that zombies map in Black Ops 2. The one that has the Easter egg song that's We All Fall Down. That's where we got that from. Anyway, I don't know why I'm blanking on the name. So you'd get that, and back here, quickly, we've got a graveyard again with a bunch of, references to, different stuff, some stuff that's already been mentioned, whatnot. Well, man, I just now processed in my head that these are all walls, but none of them are connected. Wow, I wish you could actually do this. Anyway, so here's a little maze and a place, a little gazebo back here. I originally made this maze, and then the maze reminded me of Buried on Black Ops 2 Zombies, so then I made the gazebo behind it. And the Us All Downfall is referenced down here, where it says We All Fall Down. And there would have been a lever or something that opened up. Like when you flip that lever back at the lava, it would have opened like this block or that block or something. Yep, it would have opened this one. And once you do that, you'd hear the little click. Alright, so that would open something somewhere. I guess just forget about what I said about knowing this Easter egg, because I don't. There's so many steps to it. I know at some point the ground opens up somewhere around here and you get more coordinates. I know at some point a block gets pulled from under one of these trees and gives like coordinates or something. At another point, I think a block gets pulled out from in here somewhere, and then this opens up. Well, it looks like it's already partially opened up. And yeah, you get this. It's throwing this in out of the blue. So it's kind of like showing you a sign. Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of these other like things, you get a hint from looking at the chest. So there's a cod and a raw pressure plate. The idea is that you throw the cod and it's going to land on a pressure plate. There's also a point where the block gets pulled out from under one of these chests. And there's another lever that you have to hit. That throwing the fish out of the blue is talking about over here. There's a spot. Well, I'm guessing you probably have to open it up, because there's supposed to be a... Oh, no, it's right here. You throw the fish on that pressure plate, and then it opens up. It opens up, well, let's see what it opens up, or where it opens up. Alright, it opens up this, and then you go down here, and this would have been the last section. So we got the power switch, We have a delayed timer of all of the lights turning on. So slowly this hallway lights up as you're running down it. I tried to time it so that it would light up as you got to it. But this goes on for a while of just running and running and running as the lights slowly turn on until you get to this end section. And then you go down here, go behind here, there's all these signs. But if you turned around, you get this. It's a extremely long acronym that neither me nor Maverick can remember what it stands for. It's something to do with like the lever in the something in the bookshelf. I don't know. I know what it's referencing to, but it was just like an extremely long acronym. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be like the lever is to be put above the top. I don't know. Anyway, it's to, I can tell you, or I can show you where it's wanting you to do it. So, you know, you figure out that really long acronym, except that there's no way in hell you could ever know what we were even trying to say, because we don't even know. Other than the lever is supposed to go up here. But it has to go on like a specific one of these blocks for it to actually activate the redstone. And all that does is right back where you started. It opens this and you get the reference room. So you got pantries, reference chest, me. You got all this other stuff. Next to me is an earthquake. I think it's because like this used to, like these enchantments used to shake if there were like too many on there. You got the CPUs. You got that game. You got a keyblade. You got my clothes. You got Wet and Ruby Malone and Poppy, because I think they renamed this or something. Or maybe it wasn't called a Poppy yet at the time. I don't remember. Anzod's hat, because again, like I said, my skin used to be a zombie, but the zombie had a chicken on its head. Like a cooked chicken. So that's why it's called Anzod's hat. Blades of Time. Another game. Chests. I use a lot of these. Not nearly more than I used in the Realm. Freezing, manga. Mazokiana, manga. Maverick's reference chest. He's got his shoes, the dragon egg. I don't even know what that was supposed to be, because both of the words are bleeped out. This here, got a hat, Gap t-shirt, the Highlander, Huntsman, stab, 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 an uncooked noodle. Yep, we just got a bunch of stuff in here, references, little jokes and memes. And that's pretty much this map, other than I didn't really show the pond too much, I guess. Yeah, there's not really anything to see. Yeah, this is this map. Really just made it, you know, the house just because I wanted to see what it actually looked like. Side note, the roof I did on my own. I tried to find the roof schematic, but I never did. But like long after I'd already made this roof, I found the actual roof schematic. but I mean, I didn't need to change it or anything. I only built up this far because, well, I just built up far enough that, you know, it looked good, and then just left it open in the middle because nobody would ever see this. So yeah, that's this map, and I thought it was just gonna be, you know, 2 episodes, but I guess it's gonna have to go to a third to take a look at the miscellaneous maps that don't really have too much history to them, but are at least worth showing. And then we can finally conclude this. So, I'll see you in the next video.